They moved right back in again, not to the plaza, but to the surrounding streets. And so the police didn't leave. They're still greatly outnumbering the protesters, but there are demonstrators out there blocking traffic.
And that's where they remain. KRON Jackie Sissel live with an update. Jackie?
Good morning, Mark. I am at 14th between Broadway and Franklin, and you can see that the police are still out here in huge numbers. Those little pocket protests that showed up about 45 minutes ago have kind of abated at this point. I can tell you that 14th is still closed between Franklin and Broadway. You can see some of the police down there. They actually made an arrest right here at 14th and Franklin about 15 minutes ago. Part of the problem was apparently they had Franklin or 14th closed right here at Franklin, and at some point they allowed more protesters to come down toward Broadway, and that's when the protest began. At that point, they made at least one arrest with some of the protesters. Now, the thing I want to show you right now is what Frank Agawa Plaza looks like this morning after the police went through and cleaned it out very early this morning, around 4:30 this morning. You can see there was 150 tents, if not more, inside of the plaza. You can see the police chief, Howard Jordan, here. He took a tour of the area. They had everything, kitchen supplies. They had a garden. They had bicycles. They had just everyday living things inside of this tent. And you can see what it looks like. There's some serious cleanup that has to go through. And you can see the chief going through. He was talking to the officers to see how the operation went. At that point, that's when we heard a new scuffle break out. One of those pocket protests that we talked about. You can see they mobilized almost immediately, still in the riot gear. And the thing that we've been talking about all morning long is the huge numbers. You can see one of the people arrested during, it was about a half hour ago.
Occupy!
The huge numbers of police out here right now, multiple agencies that were in on this, and they basically decided they were going to overwhelm Frank Agawa Plaza and the protesters with massive amounts of numbers, and that's exactly what they've done. And for the most part, many of them still are out here right now, Mark.
All right, Jackie, as we watch the scene here, do you feel like things are calm, or they seem...
Occupy Oakland!